Shalom everyone, Shalom Israel partners, and I'm sorry if it's not coming out so well, the filming, but I'm here on my own. I came to the area of Mitzpe Ramon. I'm right at the edge of the Maktesh, the crater of Mitzpe Ramon, and this is a location where mostly the Israeli Air Force is training in this area. They are doing this constantly. You can even hear the roaring of their engines in the air above me all the time. This location over here is one of the most unique ones in Israel, and I hope that you can hear that as well through the sound system. We're here because we just read now at the news that Iran just launched a new rocket, they say, hypersonic missile that can go, they say, 15 times faster than the speed of sound. I don't know if this is the truth, but they just released that, and the Israeli Prime Minister and the Israeli Defense Minister were relating to that, and obviously trying to calm down the people of Israel and telling us that our Air Force has an answer for all that and we can deal with this. And they're not afraid of what the Iranians are releasing, but we can see that there is some kind of a progress that's taking place in Iran. We just spoke about it last week, about the fact that they have been able to enrich enough materials now to even create 2 or 3 atomic bombs, nuclear bombs. So I'm here to pray. I'm here to pray because this is the major place where the Israeli Air Force is training here at the areas of the Negev. And I know that the only way we can really deal with that is if we're going to have a very strong and resilient Air Force, and definitely a very strong armed forces of Israel. We know that even Hezbollah is being intimidating and threatening Israel now in the northern front. And just recently, a delegation from Hamas went into Egypt to have some different demands from Israel. Egypt is the middleman, you can say, in between the two countries, the broker. So we are in a situation right now that Israel is getting ready. Israel is getting ready. Even Benny Gantz, who used to be a former chief of staff in Israel, and now is the head of the Central Party of Israel, and is usually what you can call in politics a dove. Even him, he released a message that the time is cutting short, and Israel will probably very, very soon will have to deal with the Iranian threats, because we are going to reach the non-return point, and then it's going to be much, much harder. Benjamin Netanyahu spoke to Belking, the Secretary of State in America, and he told him that if America is not going to side with Israel and help us out, Israel will have to take measurements and precautions, and Israel would have to deal with it on our own. So Belking canceled his trip that was planned to Israel, and instead he went for three days to be in Saudi Arabia. We don't know exactly what's happening in the relationship between this American administration, which is not good for Israel, and between what's happening in Israel right now. But that's the reason why we need this unity, at least between the peoples of these two nations, between you and us. We need to be on the same page. We need to be on one accord, because it's impossible to let Iran continue doing what they are doing. Just recently, they formed an alliance, as they call it, of the Gulf states, that they're going to put their umbrella over some other Gulf states, so to keep so-called the Persian Gulf safer. All these acts that they're doing is to target America, to target the fact that America has been running out of Afghanistan, running out of Syria, running out almost now from Saudi Arabia. Thank God that they're going back now to try and see what they can do. But just yesterday, after 7 years, the Iranian embassy in Saudi Arabia was reopened. So you see that Iran is becoming a distinguished member in the Arab League. This is a situation that we cannot let go just like this under the radar. We have to be prepared. We have to understand that there is some kind of an alliances that are being built up recently between multiple Muslim countries. I mean, we've seen what happened with Syria, which was banned from everywhere because of their butcher from Damascus that was slaughtering and killing and launching chemical weapons over his own people, and now he's accepted back into the Arab League. We think something happening, and it's unfortunate that America is choosing to look to the other side, and Israel is again standing alone. So we need at least the people of America to stand together with us, to understand that these two nations, these are the nations that God has designated to deal with these threats, to deal with Russia, to deal with Iran, to deal with Syria, to deal with Turkey. Just now, this crazy president of Turkey, Erdogan, stole again the elections and been elected for another 4 years or 5 years. And we know that his plans is actually to turn Turkey from so-called a democracy, which is not really, to a formal tyranny. And he wants to renew the big empire of Turkey like the Ottoman Empire, like it used to be. So we need to pray. We need to understand that Israel and America are together in that, and the Lord God of Israel has to be in control. He has to take control over the situation. Israel has to deal with Iran, has to push this threat away from our borders and away from our people. Keep standing together with us. Keep sowing into Israel. Keep helping us to defend the Israeli defenders. It's incredibly important. Okay, guys, so I trust you. Shabbat Shalom. And here you can hear these jet fighters right behind me. I'm sure that you can hear them roaring and training. I love you. Shabbat Shalom, and I'll see you soon.